Hello everyone! And today, we are back for another Loomian Legacy Showcase video, and I am really excited for this one, because I am running the Overclock Sherbot set. I am running specialty goggles and very smart on this Sherbot, making this Sherbot hit extremely hard. When you combine that with a 150 power stab move, wow, that is an instant nuke button. I also have other moves like Metal Blast to hit those pesky ice types, I have Zip Zap to hit pesky water types, and Jet Stream to hit pesky fire types. So, Sherbot has amazing coverage, but since I am using the specialty items, I am going to be stuck into a move, so I'm going to have to make my call correct, but I'm confident. Plus, I think I actually need some specialty goggles in order to hit pretty hard. So, I have 200 in the range attack, 200 in the speed, 52 in the health, 48 in the energy, puts us at 250. The team I have around Sherbot is I need a Thunderstorm setter because you're not going to activate Overclock if you don't have Thunderstorms up, so I have a very clever Plasma just for that reason. I also have Soulburst Joltooth, so I can hit those pesky Earth types in my Soulburst form. And I also have 2 Loomians that have Earth type moves, meaning I can hit those pesky Air types. So yeah. Yes, I don't have anything immune to Earthquake because of that reason, because under Thunderstorms, your Air types are not immune to Earthquake. So, I'm going to be relatively weak to Earth. That's something I'm going to have to handle. I have Baneki because the biggest counter for this team is Eliguana, so Baneki's the biggest counter for Eliguana. I got Cleone as another pivoter, and I have Revenine as a late game cleaner. But this is also a pivoter that's melee. It's a trap. So, with that out of the way, let's see how Overclock Specialty Goggles Sherbot does in battle. Alright, battle number 1 with the Specialty Goggles Sherbot, and there's a Glacidia. I can use this on the Switch, so that's good. I don't hit anything else with out of order, though, so I'm going to have to be relatively careful. Also going to watch out for this fella. That fella is going to be kind of tough. I'm going to bring you, though, because you look good for that, and kind of just that. He has a Kaego, so I don't know how to really... I don't know what to really say about his team, but hey, it's kind of how it is. Gonna bring you, because I kind of have to for Thunderstorms in order to work. As for other Loomians to bring, you could live a Cephalopsit, so I'll bring you, because you live a Cephalopsit if I don't give it a Rachel plushie. And who should be the last Loomian I bring? I'm thinking Cleone. I'm thinking Cleone should be the best one to bring. Thing is otherwise I'm weak to Mutagon if I don't bring Revenine. Although I'm kind of weak to Mutagon anyway, is the thing. And Sherbot can defeat it if I can get it on the field, so I think I'm going to be okay. If he leads a Glacidia, I just full out switch. He leads a Valkyrie, so I just pivot out. Problem with Valkyrie is that it can set up Radiant Forecast, so that's not great. But we just dissipate. There's no reason why we don't dissipate here. Stays in, goes for Gamma Pulse, just does damage. And now we have a play. That does nothing because I'm very clever. I have Dust on Plasma, although I can definitely switch the items. And we're going to head right immediately into Sherbot. We're just going to immediately show. Yep, Sherbot's in. And I don't remember him having any Zip Zap immunity, so I think we'll just click the haha Zip Zap move and pivot out. And we will. Tons of damage to Valkyrie. Did that just... Oh, it's a crit. I was about to say, did that just Oko Valkyrie? I think Zip Zap is also boosted by... Thunderstorm, so yeah. Zip Zap actually does a major amount of damage. Not only does it give Sherbot the speed boost, but it also gets an increased buff and damage as well. So, having goggles on top of that really helps. There's Cephalops. I am just going to pivot out. I should just pivot out. Yeah, I'm going to dissipate out. That sucks. That didn't even do that much. Wow. The thing that scares me about Cephalops is I need chip on it. I guess I can go back Sherbot and just go for the 2-hit KO. Yeah, I can just go for the 2-hit KO play. So we'll go into you. We'll Zip Zap. I don't think this will Oko. It'll do a lot, though. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage. That is actually insane, the amount of damage that does. Holy crap. We're going to go into Joltooth. Lagging a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm lagging a lot. Wow. But that does a lot of damage. Wow. That's a 70 power non-stab Zipzap. Soul Drain. I'm going to go for the immediate... Soul Burst. Yes, I could use my ambush ability, but I don't think I will. Do I? No, I just Thunderclap. I'm just going to Thunderclap. Okay, he stayed in. There goes the Cephalops. I think Joltooth works well in their Thunderstorms because of its ability, Royal Decree. So, Royal Decree is just a very good ability. I hope he doesn't go Mutagon. Mutagon kind of wrecks me. Okay, he went Stratosaur. Perfectly okay. I can go into Plasma and set Thunderstorms back up. So that's good. Thunderstorms can get set back up. I hope he doesn't set up a Gust either or something else. So we're going to see how this goes. Another Severe Thunderstorm is indeed up. He immediately Soul Bursts. So that means his Clutch ability is gone. I'm going to Dissipate. Yeah, it's getting the Thunderstorm up. And the thing that's good is having Thunderstorm up is actually really easy. Because Plasmoth is your ranged tank anyway. At least one of my ranged tanks. So it's actually pretty easy to get up. Even if there's other weathers, it's actually still pretty easy to get this up. And that's going to do nothing because I resist Airstrike. And I'm very clever. So this is going to do 0. And I'm just going to pivot out. There's no reason why I don't just pivot here. I don't have an electric move on Plasmoth because, let's be honest, I don't need one on Plasmoth when I have other electric teammates. He stays in for the Airblade. It's going to do nothing. And honestly, we just bring in Sherbot and we get another KO here. Yeah, having Zip-Zap and out of order is very good. That's Bolt Beam coverage. I don't think there's anything in the game that can resist Bolt, which is just insane. So, let's see what you do next. Goodbye, Stratosaur. Mega bye-bye. I think his Mutagon is his last one. So I'm going to go Cleone and try to Dissipate out, determining the matchup. I have a feeling his last one is Mutagon. I don't know why, I just have a feeling. Oh, his last one's Glacidia. I could just go full out double then. I'll just full out double into Sherbot then, because Sherbot lives its hits. Sherbot lives its hits well. So that's going to do 0. Yeah, it does nothing. Even without its range defense, this is one of the best counters for Glacidia. So I'm going to go for a Metal Blast here for the Oko. And that's another KO for the Sherbot. What is your last Loomian? Who will be your last Loomian? I do lose my speed boost. But I think the damage is already done. It's that Mutagon. There it is. Not great. That Mutagon is not great, but I can definitely get rid of it. I can definitely get rid of its tank. I'm going to have to get rid of its tank, though, if I want to have a chance. So, that does nothing. We're going to go for the stratagem for some damage. Yeah, just try to get rid of that. Try to get rid of that tank. Tank is gone. We'll go for a Dissipate into... We'll do it into Sherbot. Sherbot, I don't know. This could be nimble. It could be a nimble 200 meter gone. It could be. So I don't know. He missed this T-Sweep. Wow, that's brutal. Go back into Plasma. Sack the Plasma. And then we go Sherbot. And Sherbot gets the win. That was an insanely good first battle for Sherbot. It pretty much did everything. Just kind of crazy. So we'll go for another Dissipate. I think this strat can be pretty good. The biggest threat I'm worried about is Eliguana. Eliguana is kind of the Loomian I'm a little bit nervous about because Eliguana could actually beat this kind of team really well. That's why I brought Baneki. So hopefully I don't get totally screwed by Eliguana. But yeah, that should be it. That should be the battle. Oh my god. Overclock Sherbot absolutely cooked. Let's head into battle number 2. Alright. Battle number 2 with Sherbot. And this is going to be a great battle. This is a great battle because this is a good team, and we're going to see how this goes. Even as his own Plasmoth. So we're going to see how this goes. I decided to move Sherbot more in, so it's not as obvious it is a Thunderstorm team. Although, I think it is kind of obvious that it is a Thunderstorm team, so we'll see. Has a Hoganosh. Not sure how I'm going to beat that Hoganosh very easily. That's going to be a tough Loomian to defeat. Thing is, he has a relatively slow team other than those three. So, it's definitely something I can definitely exploit. It's just that, how am I going to play that Protagon? I need to bring stuff that can outspeed Proto. If it's a Boots Proto, which I don't think it is, it should be able to outspeed any other Boots Loomian. It's Protagon I'm not too sure about. Snagoop could also be Boots, I don't know. I'll lead with... I'll bring you. I actually think you're a solid lead. Joltooth? He's definitely not going to bring Sakame. Sakame is terrible in this battle. Revenine. Just so I'm not totally screwed to that. Plus, it could be a good trap. And I'll bring Baneki for this guy. Yeah, we'll lead off with Doku. We're not going to lead with the Thunderstorm yet. That'll be too obvious. He leads off with the Windle play, actually. He did have a Hoganosh, so I'm going to just baffle, I think. Yeah, Fade Away sucks. But that does nothing. I actually do get my pivot off. I assume his Windolin is Clutch Plushie. By the way, he's playing with it. I'm not sure. I think that's good. I think that's a Clutch Plushie Windolin. Or Boots. It could be Clutch Plushie. It could be Boots. I'm not sure which one, though. But I get a pivot off of it. He goes into Snagoop, which I get the Baffle off, meaning he does less damage. I can go into the Plasma. Yeah, I gotta go Plasma. He could place Poison Barbs. But I want to get rid of a potential Clutch Plushie from this guy, because this guy could definitely have a Clutch Plushie. The thing that's good is that Earth moves, while Thunderstorm is up, Earth moves can hit Snagoop super effectively. He switched out immediately into Window. Hoganosh. Okay, Hoganosh is in, that's fine. I get a free Pestilence up. Free Pestilence is up. I'm not focused on the Hazards game right now. I'm just focused on trying to switch. I'm going to go into... Actually, I'm just going to provoke it. I mean, why not just provoke the Hoganosh so it doesn't set up? I don't want it to set off, and I don't want it to set up immediately. And I could live one Fiery Fondant. I could live one Fiery because I have the other thing. I just want to provoke it. I can keep... Because I have melee defense on the Plasma, so I should be able to live at least one Fiery Fondant from the Hoganosh. Even in its Soul Burst form. So I might as well just provoke it so it doesn't set up. It's going to attack me, I assume. Yeah, it went for the immediate meltdown. That did nothing. I just want to remind everyone that did nothing. I'm going to dissipate this turn. He goes for Fiery. That's kind of suck. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get my Rejuvenate off. But it's in range, I think, for Sherbot. We're going to go Sherbot. Sherbot's in with Thunderstorm. And let's see what you do next. I think we just go for the immediate Zip Zap. I don't think he stays in. Did he have an Earth type? I don't remember an Earth type. Oh, he stayed in. Oh, that sucks. Well, he definitely went for Fiery. Well, goodbye, Baneki. Goodbye, Baneki. Darn, it sucks. Goodbye, Baneki. I got to at least try to get rid of Hog. Because if I don't get rid of Hog, I'm in trouble. Yeah, I'll just Life Drain. Because if I Life Drain here, yeah, that should be enough to get rid of it. I have a feeling he's just going to let it go down, but yeah, we'll Life Drain. Because he's going to go into Snagoop. Yeah, he went into Snagoop. No more Clutch Plushie. Yeah, no more Clutch Plushie for you. No more Clutch Plushie. That's good. No more Clutch Plushie. The problem is that Thunderstorm's going to be a lot harder to keep up. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to let Baneki go here. I'm gonna have to let Baneki go. So we're gonna let it go here. He doesn't have an Iguana, so I'm not that scared. I'll go into Revenine. And I can go for the fadeaway. And I can go for the fadeaway pivot. So fadeaway. So Vengeance boosted fadeaway. Looking pretty good here. I don't think he had any immunities. That's gonna get rid of the entire Snagoop, I think. Yeah, Snagoop's dead. I get Thunderstorm back up. Thunderstorm comes back up. I could set up Rejuvenate if I have to. Problem is I don't have any pivot because this Plasmoth is way too low. So that's not good, but I got rid of the Snagoop. Snagoop's out of the picture. He goes Windolin. He goes Windolin. I go Sherbot. And then I just click out of order and try to nuke something. Yep, as expected, he faded away. I just out of order something. I needed to make that aggressive play there. I didn't have any pivot. Protogon is next. I'm Overcloak, but he does get a ranged attack. That is kind of brutal, actually. So I'll just sip that. Oh, he switched into Windolin. Hoganosh is sacked. Alright, Hoganosh is indeed sacked. That's good. Hoganosh is sacked. I'll go into Dokumore. Alright, with Hoganosh out of the picture, Icicle Traps is looking pretty nice, actually. This is going to be an intense battle. I got my Health Amulet activated. Plasmoth being low is definitely hurting me, but it's not the end of the world. Sherbot can still win this game. That Protogon. Oh, he has a Surkame still. Okay, well... I'll Icicle Trap. He does go for Frost Beam because he knows. That's fine, though. Unfortunate, but I got Icicle Traps up to get rid of a Clutch Plushie. Do I let Doku go down? If I do... I don't know. I don't want to let it go down, though. I think I have to, though. Because I risk Sherbot going down. I don't want that. And without Overcloak, I definitely don't do enough damage. I'm going to stay in an Earthquake. Ah, dang it. My bad. My bad. I'm going to go for the Plasmoth play. And I'm going to go for damage here. I'm going to go for Rejuvenate here, actually. I know he could potentially Body Crash, but if I stay alive a little bit... Okay, I know now he has Body Crash, which that does get the Oko. That sucks, actually. I won't lie, it actually does really suck. I don't think I'm going to win this battle anymore. I don't have enough. I don't have enough gas in the tank. I unfortunately don't have enough gas in the tank. But that's going to do a lot of damage. Not enough, though. Not enough. Not enough, though. But that did a lot. But not enough. And there's the C song predict on Rev. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Why there? I don't have enough gas left. I'm forced to zip zap. This sucks. I'm forced to zip zap. And I'm stuck in a zip zap. Yeah, this sucks. I'm stuck in a zip zap. I can't do any other move. That should KO Proto, though. Yeah, KO's Proto, as expected. Jeez, you hit so hard. Sherbot, can you 2-hit KO Windolin with a not very effective move? Mate, I don't know. I don't think you can. But boy, we can try. Boy, I wish this would be one of the few times I wish I wasn't the other. Oh, I got critted anyway. RIP, GG's. Let's head into battle number 3. Battle number 3 with Sherbot. And I think from the first 2 battles, you could see that Sherbot hits like an absolute truck with the goggles. That's another Hoganosh. That's another Plasmoth as well. remember him from the Protagon video? I don't, actually. The Protagon video was months ago, but I think I remember his name. This does look like a good battle for it, though, because it hits everything. It hits everything hard, maybe other than Helvantic. I'm going to have to play my card, though, because there is a Surkame, and Surkame kind of wrecked me last battle. Do I bring this guy? I'm actually kind of worried about Thaumin. Thaumin is kind of scary. Gotta kind of watch out for Thaumin. Oh, yeah, Thaumin is a little scary, actually. Maybe I bring you and just Pharaoh Blast you down to half. Do I bring you? No, you look terrible in this. Yeah, you look horrible. I think we just lead with the Thunderstorm lead and go with it from there. I think that's the best play to do. He leads with Thaumin. Thaumin lead on the Plasma. I'm very clever. I'm just gonna go for the immediate switch. I'm just gonna go for the immediate Dissipate, actually. He's gonna hit me hard, but he's gonna be stuck into the Ice move, which is Deep Freeze. He actually just switched all together into Terradistant. Oh boy. Sherbot? Nuke something! Nuke, 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 nuke! Absolutely nuke this Terradistant. I want to out of order so bad. I want to out of order. Out of order. Let's do it. I'm clicking the haha nuke move. Who will he go into? Don't be Hoganosh. Boo! Hey, out of order does a ton though. Okay, never mind, it doesn't. Not against that. But hey, he's gonna Fiery Fondant. I'm gonna go Jolt. He has Muckbot. Yeah, it is the Overclock Sherbot. It is Overcloak. I'm gonna switch. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't think Jetstream's enough to actually KO it. Yeah, and it's gonna get melee attack increased too. I gotta get it in range. I gotta get the Sherbot. I gotta get at least this guy in range. And hope he doesn't have the haha Muckbuck move. And if he does, I gotta set up at least once. Oh, he just bulked up, actually. Okay, yeah, he just bulked up. That makes sense. I'm just gonna go for the Soul Burst. Vulgar Fang, so he can't set up neither Rejuvenate. I'm gonna Soul Burst as well. I'm gonna Soul Burst as well. Wah ha ha ha! No more rejuvenating. I'm not gonna allow him to rejuvenate. If I sacrifice Joltooth, that will suck. But I think this is the best time to use it. Because if I don't want to lose to this Hoganosh immediately, like I did last battle. So, we're just gonna Vulgar Fangs it. His support moves have been disabled. Unable to use support moves. Got him. I got him with that play. Now I'm gonna go for a... do I go for a bulk up myself? I think I'll just Thunderclap. I Thunderclap the incoming Thaumin. Terradistant takes some damage. Good. Terradistant takes a little bit of damage. A little bit. If only I still had Ambush. And Terradistant does a lot of damage to everything. I'm gonna go back Plasmoth, and I'm gonna... yeah, this Terradistant is kind of scary, actually. This Terradistant is bad news. This Terradistant is really bad news. Oh yeah, it's really bad news. Yeah, this Terradistant's really bad news. Was an Overcloak outspeeded at +2? I don't know, actually. I don't know if an Overcloak is enough at +2. We'll see, though. I'm just gonna full out double this time. Hyper Sting, don't die. I didn't die in one hit. Okay, I threatened the Terradistant out. This time I'll use Metal Blast. I want to Zip Zap so badly, but Terradistant is that big of a threat. I gotta at least... no, he went back into Hog. No, he went something else. No, he did go Hog. Is this a 2-hit KO? I don't think so. Yeah, not a 2-hit KO. Brutal. He clicks Rejuvenate. If I zip zapped, I would have been in a good position there, actually. If I went for zip zap. Didn't though. I'll just Baneki it then. Yeah, I knew he was going to rejuvenate. And I'll magnify this turn. Because he knows he can live a hit. Yeah, he knows he can live a hit. So I'm just going to magnify. I'm going to magnify and try to... He might just switch. Unless he wants to get rid of my clutch, which he might have just did, actually. He might have just got rid of the clutch plushie. Meltdown. But my clutch plushie still used for the turn. So that's good. Oh, but it didn't get recoiled. It didn't take recoil. I wish I should have just attacked it twice. No, he stayed in. Okay. Hagenosh gets KO'd. I needed to get rid of Hagenosh. Hagenosh was a massive threat to my team. I needed to get rid of it. Thalman comes in for the KO. Oh, yeah. Thalman comes in for the Foresight boost. We'll go Plasma. We're going to save Baneki for later, because maybe we could save it for a Sat. This Thalman is bad news, actually. I gotta actually be careful for this guy. Psycho Blast will do a lot of damage. Wow, that does a lot. That's a lot of damage. We're just going to rejuvenate. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to beat the Thalman. The Thalman's going to be a tough beat. Helvantic comes in. Rejuvenate is up. I'm gonna go and sack the... I'm gonna sack the Baneki. Yeah, I'm gonna sack the Baneki. And see if I can get the overkill with Sherbot. I'm gonna go for the haha out of order move and see if I can get the overkill. This is risky, because if I lose this, I lose the Terradiscent. But I want to try it, man. No, Joltooth is the safe play anyway. Yeah, Joltooth's the play. Joltooth's the best play to make. I'll go Dokumori. I'll go Dokumori and pivot out. I'll Dokumori and then pivot. Yep. That was the best play. He goes Surkame. Perfect. That's perfect. I couldn't have played that any better. Back into Sherbot. And we go for the Zip Zap move. Kind of shocked that he brought Surkame in this match, but hey. My Overcloak is up. I'm going to go for the haha Zip Zap move for momentum. That might just Oko. It depends on the set. It does a lot of damage. Gonna go for the Dokumore. 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 Now I'll baffle out again. I'll No, I'll play Icicle Tracks. It does nothing to Thalman, though. That was actually kind of dumb. It does nothing to Thalman. Although he does nothing to me, either. Because I did the other move, so... Yeah, he's at -1, so he doesn't even do that much to me unless he crits, which he could crit. The crit is possible. That does nothing. So yeah, the Baneful Bash does a nice chunk. He's going to rejuvenate this turn, I assume. Baffle. Yep, he wastes his energy for the rejuve. It's going to be an interesting match. It's going to ultimately depend how I play this. Plasmoth comes in, Dokumori comes back. Get my Thunderstorms back up. Thunderstorm is indeed back up. Doku comes back in. I want Chip. I'm just not sure how I'm going to play it. Yeah, this Surkame is going to be a tough out. Block the Sea Song. That's good. So I'm back to full health. Back to full health with the Sea Song. We'll Baneful Bash here for damage. Yeah, we'll Baneful Bash for damage this time. Yeah, I played that well. He switches out with no energy. Terradiscent comes in onto Icicle Traps. Could possibly take a poison here. Boom. I'll go for the Baffle. Thunderstorm is up. This is good. We're actually playing this pretty well. We'll go for the Baffle. We'll have one turn of Overcloak Thunderstorm. Goes for the Drudge. Alright. We baffle out. He's at +1 speed, but I should be able to outspeed him. Now, what move do I click? What's the haha move I should click with Sherbot? Sherbot! I gotta make the right move with Sherbot. What move will you do with the Terra? I gotta play the safe move. I gotta play the safe move. Yeah, this sucks. I gotta play the safe move. Yeah. No! We went back Sakame. Or we went... Okay, Helvantic's okay. I should have clicked the haha nuke move. If I clicked the haha nuke move, I would have done a lot of damage. That still did a decent chunk. Oh my goodness, that still did a decent chunk, actually. Now he outspeeds. I'll switch into... Doku's low, though. But I can also get Thunderstorm back up. Yeah. I can also get Thunderstorm back up, though. Thing is, I need this thing alive is the problem. Gnarly Gash? That's a resist. Yeah, now I'm in Thawmin range, aren't I? I'm in Thawmin range, aren't I? I'll rejuvenate once, actually. He switched into Sakame? Terra comes back in. Okay, we're back to this matchup again. I could provoke it. There's no reason to. I dissipate. Because Thunderstorms are up. Thunderstorms are indeed up. I know that one time I don't click that move, I'm screwed. I'm in position. Hyper Sting does a decent chunk. That's fine. I go back Sherbot. And I want to utterly nuke something. I want to utterly nuke something if I can. I just don't think out of order is enough from this range. I'm going to do it, though. He's going to stay in this. Nope, he switched. So out of order is going to nuke something. Goodbye, Helvantic. Helvantic's dead. Helvantic's dead. Alright. Out of order. Helvantic's dead. He goes Thawmin again. Thawmin comes in for the Foresight boost. And I'm kind of out of position, actually. I gotta sack Doku here. I gotta sack Dokomore. Gotta sack Dokomore here. Yeah, I gotta sack Doku. I have no plan here. Dang it. Thawmin's so good. Thawmin is so good in this game. Plasmoth comes in. I hope I get the 2-hit KO on this. Or at least get it in range for Sherbot. That's pretty much what this game's down to. It's one of these plays. Can I make a right play on one of these? Terradistant comes back in. It's going to be very close. So there's the Pestilence. Plaguing the turret. So there we go. He's just gonna let his Terradistant go down, though, is the problem. Problem is, he just lets his Terradistant go down. I'm gonna rejuvenate once. So I don't think he's rejuvenating this turn. He's just gonna Hyper Sting. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I'm gonna take too much damage, I think. I'm gonna take too much damage. I don't think I have enough gas. I don't think I have enough gas in the tank. I'll dissipate, though. I don't think I have enough gas. I don't think I have anywhere near enough gas. I still have enough for one of those later, though. But I definitely don't have enough gas with what I have left. Yes, too many Loomians. That Thawmin being alive is what's destroying me right now. I want to predict the Zipsat play here, though. I think he's going to let Terradistant go down. I don't think he needs Terradistant. Yeah, he let Terradistant go down. That is the smart play, actually. That is the smart play to let Terra go down. I think Sherbot did its thing. Thing is, what I need to do is I need to get Thunderstorms up, and I need to rely on my Joltooth to win the match. That's what I gotta do. I gotta rely on Joltooth to win the match. So I'm gonna let Sherbot go down here. Goodbye, Sherbot. Sherbot's gone. Thunderstorm ends this turn. I'm going to heavily rely on Thunderstorms to win this match. And I don't have enough for Switch. I don't have enough for Switch. Am I going to get enough? I'm just short, aren't I? Yeah, I'm just short. I mean, I'll Pestilence it if he stays. Nope, he just goes for the KO. Okay, best case scenario. I wanted to have the pivot out in case, but... Alright. Joltooth, it's all down to you. One of the least successful Loomians in the entire game. It's all down to you. He's going to Psycho Blast. I need to get it at least into range. Get it down half. Nice. Joltooth, it's all down to the Joltooth. All down to the Joltooth. This is the ball game. Oh no, it's going to be down to a Thunderclap flinch, isn't it? I think Surkame's at full. Is it at full? I don't know. How much health does Surkame have? That's way too high in health, I think. This isn't going to do enough unless I flinch. Or crit. This is it! Ball game! Not enough. And I didn't get the flinch. That's it. Ball game. GG's. Wow! I almost pulled it out. Darn, that sucks. Sherbot did amazing in this video, though. I actually did amazing with Sherbot in this video, but oh, man. That was a brutal loss. Yeah, I can see why Joltooth is the one with the Loomian with the least success rate, or win rate. Wow, that did nothing! That did nothing to Surkame. Oh my goodness. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video of me using the Overclock Sherbot. I think it's amazing. I'm excited. I'm going to definitely use this thing more. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all all later. Bye-bye!